Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Let's get back to Iraq. A couple things going on. Nothing major, but at least something big was announced. Hopefully you caught it. If you didn't, I'll bring it to your attention. So before we get started, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button because it helps us get past the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you're not a subscriber, please do so because when you do, it helps out the channel and I surely do appreciate that. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, an accountant, nor an attorney. The advice that I give is freely and of my own opinion. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. So head on over there now. You can actually own physical gold and silver. Go to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. And don't forget to use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y. If you spend more than $100, you will get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. And you guys know I have an alternative website where I post original content as well as other content that is banned from YouTube. It's $3 a month. All proceeds go to Finding Life's Purpose Foundation, and you have unlimited access. Be very careful of people out there trying to impersonate me. They're asking people to send them money. Don't fall for it. I will not ask you to go to WhatsApp, nor will I ask you to go to Telegram. And here's how you know if I'm the one responding to any of your comments. A person makes a comment. If I respond, you'll see a dark circle around my name. See that? From time to time, I will use material that is copywritten. Just so you know, I am exercising my fair use rights. Akeem assures the U.S. ambassador the next Iraqi government must lead the country towards stability and prosperity. And I really believe that's going to happen. I still think Al-Kadhimi should be the big dog in a PM spot. That's just my opinion. Now keep in mind, Akeem is with the head of the alliance, is who he is. So these people are with Maliki. They were the Iranian-backed people. But Akeem is the one of the people, anyways, that said that he supported the idea of having Al-Kadhimi in as a prime minister again. So the two sides discussed development in the political scene in Iraq and in the region, the results of the recent parliamentary election, and bilateral relations between the two countries. Akeem reiterated the necessity of taking all measures and steps by independent high commissions for elections and the judiciary, which would enhance the confidence of the citizens and the political forces in the electoral process in a way that contributes to its transparency and reflects a positive image of democracy in Iraq. But he did call on the opposition political forces to adopt peaceful and legal methods in claiming their rights, stressing the importance of the up-and-coming Iraq government being responsive to the aspirations of the Iraqi citizens and leading the country towards stability and prosperity by achieving comprehensive development. Look, I'm in agreement with all this. But this is something that has to be sorted out by Iraq in Iraq. Having all these countries coming over and sticking their nose in everybody's business, including the United States, I'm not too thrilled about. I'm definitely not thrilled about this. I'm so tired of this fake BS. Iraq officially joins the Paris Agreement. So Iraq, which is interesting, because here's what we were told. The whole world's coming to an end, but in the 1 year, 2020, that we were all in lockdown, the atmosphere had cured itself of decades and decades of abuse. You guys remember we had a big old fat hole in the ozone? And then all of a sudden it healed itself in 2020. Okay, so what are we doing again? Why are we giving tons of money to these New World Order people that they take this money to use to bribe officials, do corruptions around the world, take advantage of countries that can't fend for themselves, start campaigns and oust leaders they don't like. That's what they do with this money. The richest countries will be given $100 million to this stupid agreement every year. Oh, my bad. This agreement requires rich countries to provide $100 billion annually, starting in 2020. We have people who are homeless here in the United States, and the number has grown to a ridiculous amount of people, and it's unnecessary. But we have $100 billion to be sending over there for some Paris agreement? And now we're being told that we're going to give illegal aliens $400,000 each. Not $4,000, not $40,000, but $400,000 for breaking the law. Yeah, that's what the Biden administration wants to do. So keep that in mind when you're out there voting. We got homeless people. We got homeless vets. We got hungry people of our own. But we're rewarding people for breaking the law. Yeah, go figure. The Kurdish forces are waiting for the Shiite consensus to enter into a negotiation to form the government according to the political customs. We'll take it. Again, my fingers are crossed for Al-Qademi. But the two people who have to come together and agree are Sadr and the former corrupt Prime Minister Maliki. These two are going into the ring. I'm going to put my money on Sadr. You see, Maliki has a lot to lose. They are going to come up with some kind of agreement, I guarantee you, that says, we'll bring in Prime Minister Al-Qademi if you agree not to open up any more files on the past corruption. That's what they did last time. That's how Al-Qademi got into office. I guarantee that's what's on their mind. There's a lot of people that should be swinging, if you get my drift. So they are waiting for a nominee that they can agree on. The Kurdistan region is waiting to see what's going to happen. My money is on Sadr, and I'm hoping. Because keep in mind, you guys, before the election, Al-Qademi met with everybody, including the mullahs in Iran, and got their blessing. So he was able to do something a lot of PMs have not been able to do for a long time, which is get along with all the different factions in office, with the exception of Maliki. And why is that, Pimpy? Remember, they had a fit in saying they couldn't investigate Maliki, but he went ahead and investigated the rest of his family. Yes, he did. So there might be a little sour tension between the two. Iraq participates in the climate, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about that. Baghdad sends the salaries of the region's employees along with compensation to those affected by the floods. That's the cool thing about this. They're really good about helping out their own people. And over here in America, we're really good about helping out other people's people except for our own. America provides $3 million in urgent aid to Iraq. Well, we send them $3 million for urgent aid, which is interesting because we're giving illegal aliens $400,000. Man, I have to figure out a way to fake my citizenship, man. Now, this is the news I was talking about. This would be nice. Now, keep in mind this year, I think it was $45 a barrel, what was projected for the 2020 budget. The 2021 budget, I think, is either $50 or $55 a barrel. The U.S. banks expect oil prices to rise to $120 a barrel. This is going to be phenomenal for Iraq. Talk about getting back on your feet in a quick way. This year, they were able to get rid of the deficit. Next year, if this price stays at where it is or even gets to 120, they will have a surplus. That means more money for the private sector. Infrastructure is going to be happening at a much quicker pace, and that's what we want to see. Again, what does that do? If people are investing into private sector jobs, then more Iraqi people have jobs, less people are reliant on the government, and of course, more people paying taxes. A strong economy creates a strong currency. That's what we want. So it looks like Sistani leads a movement to heal the Shiite rift, to choose a prime minister with consensus. Now, Sistani's another one of those guys that's kind of on the border. Sometimes I'm not sure if he's good or a bad guy. Anybody from Iraq, let us know. But again, that opinion could be biased. A source close to the religious authority in the Jeff revealed on Tuesday that there is a move for al-Sistani's office to heal the rift between Shiite forces left by the results of the parliamentary election. Let's hope that happens. We do not want protests. We do not want an uprising. The leader of the Sadrist movement, Sadr, announced on Sunday his intentions to form a national majority government. He had no disagreements with other political blocs, except for the issue of the international and external reform. Yeah, they like it corrupt. Sadr saying, no, we're not going to have that no more. Sistani, son of the Supreme Shiite Reference, is moving to unify positions between the Coordination Framework, which is a group of people that came together to have more seats in the House, therefore have a more say-so in who gets in the office, and the Sadrist movement. He indicated that the goal of the younger Sistani's movement is to choose an agreed prime minister in the Shiite House, and then go to negotiate with the Kurds and Sunnis, pointing out that these Sistani moves are made through Mohammed Riyad directly and through his representatives. So, I can't, this just blows my mind, because Al-Qademi went to meet with Sistani as well and got his approval. So, is that the representative of the Shiite house? We're going to find out. Al-Qademi is moving around like he's the winner, man. I'm telling you, he's getting a lot of things done while they wait to find out the results of the election, as well as who they're going to choose as prime minister, if indeed they choose somebody else. So that's it for now, you guys. Not a whole lot going on. I do like the whole news about the oil prices being up that high. Let's cross our fingers that it is. Of course, that's not good for us here with gas and all, but it is good for those hanging on to the dinar. Okay? Anyways, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later. I'm out.